We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And Chris Barnes there on the stop. You talk about this Falcon defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play action now. Cousins. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Henry running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back, but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Following the interception, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. And now off to the races down the right side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Zach Charbonnet, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2 from the 43. Here's second and a couple. Derrick Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tanner Hudson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers have regained the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Falcons at 9-3 here on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. Breaks through the contact. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Red on red.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence finds Pickens out right. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Charbonnet. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Rip, 23. 11. Here we go.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Zach Charbonnet with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's in.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Hey, Lion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jaden Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking out. Being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
And the Buccaneer first down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw is Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tyree Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Room here to run. Down the left sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Hey, let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From midfield now, Lawrence. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. On the move past the 40. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. They give them 13 yards down to play in a fresh set of downs.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Kill. Heavy.
Now Lawrence on first down. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Lawrence going to throw again. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Easy.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats. And
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Zach Charbonnet taking it in for 2 yards out, and the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history.
Derrick Henry all alone. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Derrick Henry. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42. Buccaneers, 24.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Lawrence is, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 134 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Jaden Reed, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now it's Henry. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. This is Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
The rookie Tyree Wilson, a 1st-round pick, there to bring him down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down he'll go at the 25.
146 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11, Agate. Silver.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Sit down.
Here we go.
On the give, here's McBride. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game